have pity on me, a poor wretch. Sigismund and his murderers took everything I had. I've lost everything. My home, my family, my livelihood.
My second cousin. His wife died 4 years ago in childbirth. So he's glad to have my help around the house.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear things worked out for you.
Aye.
We'll have no peace till the afterlife. Have you been to Ujits to visit your parents' grave?
Aye. This year it's 12 summers gone since they died.
Time flies, eh? My Agnes has been gone now for 4.5 years. And still it seems like only yesterday she went to the good Lord.
Aye. You're right there. Life is short.
And the canon of St. Wenceslas in Olomouc was so drunk, he dragged the pig to the market square, saddled it up, and rode it out of the town gate. No, we could see that this wasn't going to end well. So Sir Peter and I rode off to look for the good canon on his pig.
Did you find him?
We tracked the filthy beast down to a sty beyond Cronau. I mean, the beast with a tonsure on its head. We never found the real pig, but the Reverend was sound asleep in the pigsty.
Birds of a feather stick together. It seems the same goes for pigs and prelates. I toast, gentlemen, to pigs and prelates.
God save their bacon.
Sir Hans, forgive my intrusion, but I need...
Oh, but what? You want to join us? Want to buy us around? I'm afraid we don't drink with peasants. You're not in your village now, boy.
No, sir. Curfew's been rung. The alehouse is closing.
Nothing closes while I'm sitting here. If that's all, you're dismissed.
Are you out of your mind, lad? You can't cross his lordship. He's got a temper like a bear with gut ache. If I was you, I'd get lost before he shows it.
The bailiff instructed me to close the tavern at the proper hour. He doesn't want anyone disturbing the peace after curfew.
The bailiff? The bailiff can kiss my arse. I trust you haven't forgotten who's the rightful lord of Rattay.
No, it's Sir Hannes.
Oh, is he here?
What? Is he he's hiding under the table, maybe? No! Then what he wants isn't worth a fart in a bathhouse. And besides, he's only in charge till I grow up.
Which clearly hasn't happened yet.
Enough! You can't talk to me like that. I'm a nobleman.
Come now, sirs. You're not going to fight here, are you?
We most definitely are. This yokel needs to be taught his place.
Bring it on!
Show him what for. Go on, Grace. Show him what for.
Pop a lesson. That'll show him. Let him have it, Sir Hans.
Coming?
Beat him down. That'll show him.
Crucifix! What in the name of Christ is happening here? Well, answer me, damn you!
This peasant insulted me. I had to teach him a lesson.
By rolling around in the mud like a hog? That's a fine example of noble conduct.
Sir Hannes, the bailiff ordered me to...
Silence! You shut your mouth and thank your lucky stars that you are Radzig's ward. Have you gone out of your mind? Raising your hand to a nobleman? And you, Hans, how many times have I told you that drinking with your subjects might be good for their morale, but it's bad for your honor? You spend all your days drinking and chasing wenches, which wouldn't matter if you paid any attention at all to your duties. And now we see what that leads to. Tomorrow, you will go with me to a hearing. Some landowners have asked me to settle a dispute. It'll be an excellent lesson for you.
I had planned to go hunting, but if you think listening to the pointless gripes of a bunch of old fools will benefit me, so be it.
Oh, hunting. Well then, Your Grace, I'll tell you what. You can go hunting.
Really?
Oh, naturally. Who am I to deprive the young Lord Capon of his sport? And you can take Henry here as your page.
Him? Absolutely not.
You'll do as I've commanded. It's time you learned how to lead people, and not just in drinking and brawling. Now get out of my sight.
Sir, I have responsibilities of the bailiff.
Not anymore. Your responsibilities now are the Lord Capon. It's time you learned how to behave in the presence of nobility. Let's go. Tell the kitchen I'm hungry. It's been a long journey.
Shouldn't you tidy yourself up a bit?
So, how have you been?
I can't stop thinking about Skalitz.
I know. It was hell. But life has to go on. Why not clear your head and try to forget about it? At least for now.
What do you mean?
Do you feel like a walk?
That's not a bad idea. It's getting too late now. But if you pick me up during the day, I'll be glad to take a walk with you.
As her ladyship commands?
You jester.
I've brought you something. I must have...
Probably wasn't the best idea anyway.
I'd like to know... That's all.
How are you, Henry?
Jesus. It's not as shallow as it looks.
God be with you, Henry.
Look at you, lover boy.
What now? Shall we take a walk?
You don't give up, do you? Well, let me think. I've got lots to do right now. But I'd love to go another time. Will you come and see me again?
As her ladyship commands?
You jester.
I'd like to know... That's all.
I'm glad to see you.
I've got some goods here whose owners might miss them.
Good luck then.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Aye?
I've got some good...
Take care.
Let's talk about the price. I've got some goods...
God be with you.
Jesus!
He doesn't look drunk.
What was that? What hole did you crawl out of? You've no business here.
What's that?
Get going.
Will you actually go ahead?
Can I help?
He's thieving! Hey, people! Thief! Thief! Guards, come here quick! There's a thief over there! Help! Arrest that thief! I see a thief!
Hey, who's there? Hey, you! Halt! Surrender. You've committed a crime and I'm arresting you.
Ah! I yield!
Someone reported you were picking locks. This definitely won't come cheap. You'll learn.
you're making a serious mistake.
My heart. Hey, you! Halt! Hey, you! Don't move.
Bring it on.
Surrender. You will have to answer for your law breaking. What's the matter? Come on.
I'm going to enjoy this.
Yeah!
Oh. I'll slaughter you.
Hey, is someone there?
You're dead.
All right, you win.
God save you.
I've got some goods.
Goodbye.
baked goods fresh from the oven. Come get 'em. Good people, come up close and have a smell. Fresh bread, and pour yourself a bit of fresh milk to drink.
My respects to you.
You look like you've got a lot on your plate, Master Bailiff. Is work keeping you
Busy. I've had so many visitors.
What's going on?
I've been given the task of putting some of the Scarlet's refugees to work. It's not that there's a shortage of jobs. The problem's sharing them out fairly.
I understand. Everyone has mouths to feed.
The worst part is they won't tell you who really needs a job the most, but you might be able to help, Henry.
How?
They're like to be more honest with you, so you can find out who's in the most need. And you can decide for yourself who'll do what. Will you help?
If you need help, I'll do whatever I can.
You're a godsend. I'm sure it won't take too long. You know how the refugees are getting on, don't you? But ask around if you need to find out more.
What kind of work are we talking about?
Well, old Hagen is looking for a cook, and we need 5 carriers.
A cook and 5 water carriers? That sounds simple enough. Is there a problem?
A little. We need 3 water carriers, but the other 2 will have to carry, begging your pardon, shit. Or as the Pope would say, excrement.
Is there anyone who can tell me more about it?
Yes, the merchant Conrad Hagen is the one looking for a cook, so you can talk to him. And young Alex will know which of the Scarlet's folk are best suited to the job.
How come that's such a cause for concern?
For one thing, they're afraid of me, and I can't get a straight answer out of any of them. So how the hell am I supposed to make the right choice?
Oh, they're desperate. You can't blame them.
I don't, but I might end up picking some good-for-nothing who'll just booze his wages away.
Can you tell me anything more about the cook?
You'll have to ask Hagen yourself. I couldn't get a straight...
What can you tell me about the other...
It's dirty, but it's a job that needs to be done. There'll be more than enough...
Sounds disgusting.
If all else fails, I'll...
What do I need to know about the water carriers?
We need 3. Right now, some of the burghers hand...
And they need to go all the...
Of course, where else would they get it? Gallows Hill?
That's all I need to know.
Farewell.
Bread! Bread! Rolls and pretzels!
Garlic, onions, mushrooms, and asparagus. Come right up. No need to be shy.
Come on up and buy.
I feel a bit sorry for Alicia.
Sorry?